screens with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in them. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to drink it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones, they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, she still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought.
We got 4 losses and
I buy like 23.
so that doesn't happen. Don't forget, I did not talk last stream. But yeah. So, since fans are starting in off-season and NFL drafts, I am going to live stream the off-season, the draft. Yeah. So, I'm just going to tell you what's going to be happening. So, obviously, like Trevor Lawrence might get drafted, but I don't know if we could download the file. So if we don't, my plan is to get a wide receiver, because this kid's like, if we look, he's 37. I thought he was 38. Right now he's 38. But in Madden, he's 37 years old, and I think he might retire next season. So we need to draft a wide receiver, even though we got Isabella, I still think we should try to draft a.
They say fall and you let go, but I know I got an antidote to retain some kind of self-control. Look inside my head through a telescope. You erase all the calls from a telephone.
We should still try to draft
now, maybe tell a joke. Holding back your tears, singing minimal syllables.
Trap a wide receiver. We're gonna try to get a backup QB. Cause I don't know if I want to keep Taysom Hill. You guys don't mind. I'm changing his number because his number in real life is 17. Because like I saw him in the game, and I'm like, they said it was caught by Isabella, but then I'm like, I thought he was 89. But then, yeah. And then we are going to release Aaron Thomas. We're gonna see if we can give him another ring, but Daniel Jones is coming back against the Rams. Against the Rams 2 weeks, so this week, after this week, he'll be coming back on week 17 for the playoffs. So yeah, the reason why I changed Baker as a strong safety because I wanted Aaron Thomas, so I changed him to SS, but we're gonna release Aaron Thomas on this season. And then we're gonna get the rookie chance actually. Because you actually started this game. We even could sit out, but he's gonna be playing for actually no. It's like for some reason I think I heard my brother, but he's actually supposed to be at the Lee's area this season. And I didn't give a shit. I don't actually think that. We're gonna keep it there. I changed it. change it. We're still first seed. We still need to watch out for the Cowboys, but there is a difference. The Ravens are now targeted it. And the Carolina Panthers.
Hold up. That's a flag on the play.
The last time we checked,
I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag. Ain't nothing.
so far Chiefs are
Throw a
still
flag
best.
when I
They're
pass,
12-1.
come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the
Cowboys
hole,
are
then I ran it.
10-3.
Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag
So far
on
the
the play.
Lions are getting
Like
the first
Julio
one.
with them Falcons, I just made a
Vikings
play.
went up a
In the
lot.
red zone, going strong.
Between
Watch me
Lions,
shaking, baby.
Jets, and Dolphins.
I
So
just
I
took
think
off
it's
with that
Jets. I
rock,
don't
just
think
like
Lions are just
Tyreek
gonna
Hill. I just count
get
100
Trevor
rings,
Lawrence
that's
good
a
for
whole
Matthew
field.
Stafford.
He don't want no
But if they
championship,
do,
get him out of here. I just gotta
then
say, like I
that was
run up in
shocking,
the
but
backfield. I just gotta
Jets
say,
for
like I
Trevor
ran
Lawrence.
up on a quarterback.
We're gonna be taking
Shake and
on
bake, make a play just like a
Philadelphia
quarterback.
Eagles.
We ain't worried
As
about
I
no
forgot
farmers, we ain't
what's their record,
staying
6-7.
there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a lineback.
6 and
I got juice like a
yeah,
fella.
6 and
How you
7.
like it? How you like it?
As
I'm
are
on
they?
purple, I'm on yellow like a Viking.
No, but they are trying.
All these plays
They're gonna
that
get
I'm catching,
them
I done gone
where
crazy. I do my
lower
thing,
to the
6
playoffs.
range, just like Tom Brady.
So,
Touchdown, I just scored a
really
whole
see if we
bucket.
don't,
I just dropped the
try
bag
to
on
get
the
them
tag.
a lower
Ain't
chance in the
nothing.
playoffs.
Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole,
The
then I
game
ran
day,
it. Get money,
we're not
you
gonna
ain't trying to
change
get that
anything.
second flag on the play.
Uniforms, yeah,
Hating
very
from the
good.
sideline, a flag
Alright,
on
so,
the play.
yeah, that's gonna be the
Julio
off-season
with them
happening,
Falcons,
and
I
then
just
we're
made
actually
a
gonna
play.
do the draft.
In the red zone, going
Let's just hope I
strong.
could
Watch me
download
shaking,
the
baby.
file.
I'm in the field
It's
like
like,
a
I
panther
think I
out of
remember,
upper
like,
standards. Like
downloading
Michael
the
Vick
file
in
during the
Atlanta
info
when
draft.
it's time to scramble. Neck full of
so-
water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I
could.
throw them Ravens across the border. Hold up.
But we've been playing good offense. Defense was slacking on the Rams game, but after against the Giants, I think we got
Today,
back to
from
the
State
beginning of the
Farm
season.
Stadium in Glendale,
Yeah, I saw a
Arizona.
lot of
It's week 15 of the NFL
getting elections.
on EA Sports.
You guys are not going to see any elections yet. Anything unless you can make like $10 million or something. But like, yeah, unless that happens, like, I don't know, I'm not going to get election council. But we're going to get started.
We'll see Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals taking on Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Really good. We're facing Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Eagles, they come in after tasting defeat for the first time in about a month as their loss snapped a 4-game winning streak.
Okay, so that's
Here come the Cardinals, and it is Kyler Murray from Oklahoma who leads them out.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Kyler has been doing pretty great lately, coming out the big clutch moment out of the Rams, which was very nice.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea Slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Yeah.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
I was thinking of keeping
the numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 22 carries, 96 yards, and a touchdown.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
Sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Brought down by Nate Gehring.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
And there's the beauty of Kyler Murray because we all know he can get it done through the air. Terrific right arm, and nowadays we don't even talk about his height anymore. He's shown that he can see downfield and make throws, but he also possesses wide receiver speed. He can call his own number or scramble and turn it into a big play as well. Kyler Murray, a dual threat at the quarterback position.
That's another Cardinals first down.
Murray now on 1st down. This one caught by Isabella. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 23 yards, the final tally.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with...
And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Le'Veon Bell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with the receiver?
I think they got his
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
48-yard line. A gain of 7. First down, Eagles.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz.
Wentz's pass.
We get a look at what Ertz did receiving-wise last week. 5 catches, 81 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And an Eagle first down.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Okay, I'm not so great at math. I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Scored Cardinals 7, Eagles 0.
First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Going for it with Sanders, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
It's a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit the tackle to Darius Slay.
Brought down by Darius Slay. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
This looks like a whole new different screen. I don't know why.
Murray now to throw. A screen to Bell. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. Max Williams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Good start by the defense.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
1 minute and 2 seconds.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their 2nd drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That's caught by Jackson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10. Here's Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I need pressure on this man.
On 1st down, Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Wentz again.
Get him, man.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Baker.
Wentz to throw again. This will be caught at about the 5.
Dang it, man.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Let's just take the lead.
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Eagles get the ball.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 40-yard line.
Shotgun now for Murray. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
He got it there. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
I saw Hawkins.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Taken down right out.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And here's Murray on the keeper. And he'll take this one.
Touchdown, Kyle.
Touchdown.
Rushing touchdown. And
18-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Friday, guys, I'm going to
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Wentz now on 1st down. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Wentz is
that one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the 44-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. 20.
No way.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback. But the ball's in the air, they treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of.
Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down.
Pick. Not sack through the league.
Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Screen doesn't work.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on 3rd down.
And ordinarily on 3rd down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Holding offense.
Obviously, it's on offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
I can't get a break on it.
While the trainers take a look,
I'm telling you guys,
we'll
like,
step
our
aside.
coverage guy, I don't think he was gonna come back. I don't think he was supposed to come back. Nope.
And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here.
Why did I do that? Can I not?
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
Thank you.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident.
Okay,
and then all
the
of a
people
sudden, boom,
upstairs.
you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about
Oh my God, did you guys see that? I couldn't even see the thing.
Gonzalez
I
able to
couldn't
tack
see
on
the
the
little
PAT,
thing for the viewer,
and
and
that
I
will
actually
increase their
still
lead to 28.
What the heck?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I'm surprised it's not a bad punt. That one's a bad one.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets
See,
them
they're
up
at the
pretty
30.
good here,
I don't
right at the 30-yard line.
Like,
At their own 30-yard line.
hold up, let me just do this, I guess, like replay. Like, look how bad this kick was. Look at that. It was at the 10. That's a good one right there. They're always going to get
the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
First down, Philadelphia.
Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Takeaways. Where's second? Bang.
It leads to second and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he connects with Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively.
There we go. There's
willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Wentz's pass intended for.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. A little jet sweep to start the drive.
Oh my God, this kid's.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They haven't been stopped yet. A perfect 7 for 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter.
There you go. Now I can see the thing. That's a good one.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 17-yard line.
Wentz going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1.
Boom, that's a sack.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
this league for a while, and many coaches never pick their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Call fair catch.
Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go again with Bell. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So for a reason, the Saints are taking over.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And the result here, a pickup of 8.
Should be game here.
With 2 to go on 2nd down.
And 1 as we will take down Carson Wentz in the Philadelphia Eagles. 7, final score 7-35.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense
we did pretty good that game. Getting
Carson
Wentz pressure.
I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cards, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
1 touchdown.
I'm Brandon Gordon. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Andy Isabella, who's currently didn't come back, but he will come back. Receiving, Le'Veon Bell with 3 attempts, 16 yards. Hawkins with 3 for 55. We didn't aim at Hawkins as much, but hey, at least we aimed at him for 1 touchdown. Andy Isabella with 3 catches, 38 yards. Larry Fitzgerald with 3 attempts and 54 yards. He played alright. I'm going to try to aim the ball more at him. And then Keelan Cantrell with 1 attempt at 2 yards. Then Max Williams with 1 attempt, 6 yards, 1 touchdown. And Earl Thomas, I guess, was on offense because I don't know. Blocking, our defense played well today as Vermon Pervin Jr., I don't know how to say his name, got a sack. Jordan Hickens got no sacks, but I thought I saw a pick, I don't know. Buda Baker with the sack. Let's see. And over here, Patrick Peterson with interception touchdown. And that looks like that is it. The reason why I don't look at the other team's stats, because first of all, that's going to waste a lot of time. And second, I don't really care about that team. Like, I don't care anything about the other team's stats. It's all about care because, like, you know, like, I don't care. We just gotta worry about us and improving as we're close to being in the playoffs. We got one new report, I guess that's our offensive line. Who's out for... Yeah. Our offensive lineman is injured as he is going to be out for the rest of the week. But Chandler Jones is coming back in 2 weeks. So he'll be coming back in the Rams game. 1 week is going to pass. We dropped them to 6-8. And now we got big injury decision. Okay. Okay. We could bring back Chandler Jones, but high chances we pull. I think we're just gonna start our backup. He's coming back in 2 weeks. Go over here.
Camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down.
Go over here.
Shorty backing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something
yeah,
so
1 more week. So like, there's no reason I'm just like putting him back in. We have scouting points.
How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Ay, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch.
Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Alright, so we get the win. Next stream on Friday, it will be a double stream. That will be, and we're gonna end this stream there. We will be finishing the final week of the regular season as we'll be getting into the playoffs. Really pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoy. We'll look at the tournament bracket. And so far, the Ravens are still in it. And the Panthers are still in it. Did the Chiefs lose? Last time we ended our game. They did not. They beat it. Great. But yeah, we weren't color. They're 9-5. If we win this, I believe we should have this division on lockdown because they just lost. And, oh no, we already have this division on lockdown. They can't get another. They can't get 2 losses and then like boom, they get the division. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream as that will be the end of the regular season. See you next time. Okay, we're gonna end the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe on the channel. And next live stream will be the next 2 live streams will be the final stream of the final 2 streams for this for the regular season and the playoff season. So anyway guys, I'll see you guys later and